pencils in there? Do you have a pencil in there? Yeah. All right, perfect. I totally forgot one. I bet. How often have you done this? And then you're senior, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have the, I don't think Manco printed out the 2021 roster on you.
I did.
You did? Okay, yeah, I wanted to make sure I had, Alicia Hunt's number on it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Probably gonna need this one then. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna erase, all of this, because this is the 1920 roster. Does that eraser work at all, or no? Okay, yeah, because this one, kind of fell off, I don't know. Yeah. Alright. Let's go through this again.
Wait, like through the microphones? Talk through the microphones?
Alright. 14.
Parker?
What?
Well, first you take lower the microphone, I just don't want the microphone. But would you be okay if I lead us off and then I can hand it off to you?
Yeah,
Basically?
sure.
Basically start the intro like say and then hand it off to you.
Just get the numbers down, and then I will get the credit. Are you gonna use this during the game at all?
I might. Okay, I guess we could leave it in the middle so if someone needs it.
Alright, yeah. Do you wanna... Do you think I should just do both of these papers for both teams, or do you wanna have one?
I guess we could both look at it in one way field.
Okay.
Yeah, since you'll be the play-by-play announcer, you can.
Yeah.
I feel like using these, yeah. I might just use these so I can look at the statistics. Yeah, I think we have it figured out. And we would need to use this to...
Is this one the Zumwalt house?
I just feel like it'd be better if we do that later.
some dude that Manuel like really liked. I forgot his name.
Alright. And at certain points in the game, I feel it'd be best if we ask each other questions.
Yeah.
At the right timing, though, then. Of course.
It says is this Kraus or Cross, do you know? Right here.
That's Cross.
Right.
Yes. And I believe she was quarantined.
Oh, okay. Edding, Pardo, Swope, Teasley, and Todd. A lot of those ones.
Yeah. So yeah, it's 5 was quarantine. I believe it's Kendra.
Yeah, oh wait. It's 5, 6, 7. We got 8 players out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Would you be alright if
We have 4 players.
Part of the defensive?
Yep. Any of the Knights girls like just by looking at them?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright. So I know the only one that I like know by heart is Elisa.
Okay.
And then who's the one that like just shot the ball?
That's Kate Hahn.
Kate Hahn, okay. The one who has the ball right now.
Ella Pardo.
Okay. Still on the right. Very far right. Got the ball.
Oh, who just shot it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know her.
Okay, so that's right.
Once they take their shirts off and we see our jerseys.
Right. We'll probably be able to.
Yep.
So have you like only done girls basketball or have you done others?
Oh. Yeah, I've been in brothers. I boys basketball as well.
Yeah.
And I've done some of the spring and fall sports. I haven't done as much spring because last spring we had all the sports canceled with quarantine and stuff. But I've been able to do fall sports and winter sports. I got to do wrestling one time last year, but I don't think we're doing wrestling this year, just basketball.
Yeah.
So do you think you might be becoming an announcer for sport more often? Or?
What?
Do you think you might start announcing for sports when you join the club?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I might.
What?
I might, so
Oh. Okay. Oh. I don't know if now would be a good time for us to. I kind of want to wait till it hits 0 because then they'll do the anthem and all this other stuff. For sure. What do you think we should call each other during the game, since we both share the same first name? Or I guess that people might recognize our voices. Yeah, I think people would recognize voices, so we might figure it out when the time comes.
It'll probably come to us. Yeah. At the start, I'll probably call you Kyle.
Okay. And I guess I could call you Smith. All right. Yeah, that'll work. The reason I didn't want us talking before the buzzer goes off is because I just know in the past from live streams I have done and ones I haven't done, the other announcements did the same, and I just feel it'll be more appropriate when the buzzer.
Till game time.
Cool.
Let's see what we got.
I think they'll be playing the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
Called it.
For tonight's contest. As host of this game, let's welcome our guests this evening, the Bulldogs of Fort Zumwalt South High School.
When I start us off, we know set ready to go.
Keep in mind, the good sportsmanship is expected at Francis Howell North, as we set good examples for our students, players, and youngsters in attendance.
I think they might be playing the anthem.
Now would you please rise as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem. Now let's meet our starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the Bulldogs of Fort Zumwalt South High School. A 5'9" senior, wearing number 1, Allie Metzkin. A 5'11" senior, wearing number 2, Maddie Murphy. A 5'6" senior, wearing number 4, Tammy Humphrey. A 5'9" sophomore, wearing number 15, Jenna Smith. 5'10" sophomore, wearing number 33, Mariah Dallas. Now let's meet your starting lineup for your Howell Knights. She's a 5'5" senior, wearing number 3, Jayla Teasley. A 5'7" senior, wearing number 4, Emma Hennig. A 5'8" senior, wearing number 11, Hannah Dudley. A 5'6" senior, wearing number 13, Becca Brissett. And a 5'10" senior, wearing number 23, Kate Hahn. Your whistle for tonight's game,
I think I'm going to be starting us now. We are set to get underway here at Howell North Gym as the Francis Howell North Knights will be taking on the Fort Zumwalt South Bulldogs. As of now, the Knights have a 3-1 record and are first place in the GAC Central Conference. And they will be taking on the 4th place Fort Zumwalt South Jaguars. Excuse me, the Fort Zumwalt South Bulldogs, my bad. 2 days ago, the Knights played against O'Fallon Christian High School and beat them 65-13. And now they look to increase their 3-1 win record against a 1-3 Fort Zumwalt South Bulldogs. As we get ready to start tip-off.
Zumwalt South in for tip.
And for those, something I forgot to mention is I'm Parker Killian, and I will be joined by my co-announcer, Parker Smith.
Taking the ball down.
A great rebound from Hahn as she passes back to Teasley. Teasley looking to get around the Bulldogs defender with the pass to Brissett.
Brissett holding on to the ball. Pass to Teasley.
And a great shot from Brissett to start the game off.
Down on the post. Nice and easy bucket by Mariah. Back to Brissett. Brissett taking the ball down. Pass it over to Teasley. Back to Brissett. Difficult layup. Can't quite get it for her fence game.
That was very close, but yeah, a great steal from Hannah there, and as she passes back to Brissett.
That's going to be a foul on Maddie Murphy.
Bulldog foul, Maddie Murphy.
Pass it to Kate Hahn, back to Teasley. Over to Ermling. Back to Teasley. Good board by the Knights. Teasley gets it back. Ermling holding onto the ball. Set holding onto it to Teasley. Difficult layup, and that's going to be a foul. The second for South. And that is going to be a blocking foul on Humphrey. Teasley will take free throws. Sinks her first. unlucky on the second one as Mariah Dawes grabs the board. Going north direction.
Something I'd like to mention is, well, something that a disadvantage the Knights won't have in tonight's game is they won't be having their leading scorer, Isabel Delarue, who leads the team in 51. Excuse me, she's second in 51 points, but she hasn't been able to play as many games because she was recently contact traced. But Isabel Delarue, she's definitely been a huge key player to the Knights and even signed with Missouri State over the summer. And she's played on varsity all 4 of her years since her freshman year, and I've been able to watch her all 4 years since her freshman year, and she's a huge key factor for the Knights and a great player. And unfortunately, the Knights won't be able to use her tonight, but once she gets back from contract chasing, the Knights will be doing even better. But as of now, the Knights are 3-1, are looking good so far this season.
Yep. Over to Brissett. Teasley switches the floor, back to Brissett. Brissett looking for the through pass, but can't quite get it. Good defense, and that's going to be a foul for the Knights. It is on. Okay. Guess he said it for me. Game on. And that is going to be a free throw made by Humphrey. And she sinks her second. Teasley inbounds the ball.
That was Cammie Humphrey on those free throws, and
a good solid block by Maddie Murphy.
that was a very close shot from the leading scorer, Hannah Erling.
Down low on the post, that was Benskin.
As she now gets the ball back.
Brissett taking the ball down.
Pass to Teasley.
Good defense by South. Ermling gets a screen. Looks for the pick and roll, can't quite get it. Good defense by Teasley.
That was very close. Wait for the Knights to keep the ball in offense. As now Brissett is fouled.
And that is going to be the third foul for Zumwalt South. That is going to be on Jenna Smith. And Maddie Murphy checking out for Sophie Warner. Teasley taking a difficult layup, can't quite get it.
That was a great inbound pass from Becca Brissett to Jada Teasley, but they just weren't quite able to finish off there.
That's going to be out of bounds, going North's way. Set inbounds the ball to Teasley. And that is a great steal by Smith. Takes it down and gets the and one.
Although that ball was stolen, that was still some great dribbling from Jada Teasley. Just wasn't quite able to keep the ball in possession. And great way for Brissett to keep it on the defense, but just wasn't quite able to block without fouling.
Smith can't quite make the and one.
Now the Knights trying to regain the lead.
Penny gets the ball. A great, not quite. Good block by South.
luckily, since that was last touched by the Bulldogs, Knights will still remain in possession of the ball, and with Hannah Ermling, the inbound to Brissett, so Teasley.
Ermling looking for the deep three, can't quite get it to go. But a good shot by North, but it's going South's way. Humphrey inbounding the ball. And that's going to be Warnicki taking the ball down for the Zumwalt South Bulldogs. Almost gets the steal. A beautiful teardrop by Smith. Ermling taking the ball down.
That was a great effort by Brissett earlier over there to make the steal, but wasn't quite able to get the basketball. But it's still a great effort, and in order for the Knights to pull off a victory against Zumwalt South, they'll have to keep on.
Ermling with a deep three.
But meanwhile, Hannah Ermling with a fantastic three-point shot to decrease the lead to 2.
Teasley couldn't quite get the difficult layup to go, and that is going to be last touched by North going South's way.
Number 2, Maddie Murphy.
58 seconds left in the first period. We have Zumwalt South winning 8-6. Hacker looking for a pass. The defense by Teasley. Fenskin looking for the pass. Almost got the through ball under the rim, but unfortunately she is not going to be able to hold another that ball North's way.
Great defensive coverage there from the Knights. Not letting any players get open, and as the Knights were able to turn it over.
Teasley taking the ball up the court.
30 seconds left, and the Knights looking to take the lead or tie.
And that is going to be an offensive foul. On Edding. And that's going to be a blocking foul on Ermling. Almost got around her there. Could have been a possible 2 points for the South Bulldogs. Looks out to the wing. Jones for 3, couldn't quite get it. On the floor, and that's going to be a jump ball. Great effort by Brissett.
Just 8 seconds left. The Knights looking to try and score before the end of the first quarter.
Inbounds it to Ermling. Great steal by Warnicki. And that's going to be a foul on Teasley. 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Warnicki inbounding the ball. See if South can make something out of these 4 seconds. Pass to the top of the key. Murphy with a long 3, can't quite get it, and that is going to be the end of the first period.
Very low scoring first quarter as of now, and sort of a slow start from both teams, but the Knights near the end of the quarter, they definitely started improving on defense and showing much better coverage on their players, and during the quarter they had some offensive and defensive mishaps, but they can definitely look back on those and know what to do better in the second period, and same at the third and fourth. How about you, Smith? What all did you see from the Knights and the Bulldogs in the first quarter, and what do you think they could do better at, and what were you most proud of the Knights about?
I think both teams moved the ball really well. Knights have 5 fouls on the board while Zumwalt only has 3, and I think that's going to eventually come back at the Knights whenever Zumwalt gets into the bonus.
That's true, and I mentioned this earlier, but as of now, the Knights have a 3-1 record, and the Bulldogs have a 1-3 record. And one of the Knights' biggest weaknesses tonight is they don't have their star player Isabel Delarue, who, as I said, in all 4 of her years that she's played for Francistown North's varsity girls basketball team, she's definitely been a star and a huge key player for the Knights. And even this season, she's their second leading scorer, even though she hasn't been able to play as many games. And she'll be playing basketball in college at Missouri State, and the Knights will definitely be looking forward to her coming back. But as of now, the Knights will have to focus on key players like Hannah Ermling, Becca Zett, Kate Hahn, Jada Teasley, and so much else. And Ella Pardo, they have a very talented lineup, and they have a winning record as well, and this is looking like a great year for the Knights. Just sort of a slow start to the first quarter, but if they can keep on improving and learning from their mistakes and getting better and better, they'll definitely have themselves a heck of a season, and even win districts, especially once Delaware and all their other contract players come back. They'll really be rocking and rolling.
Good pass to Benskin, actually gets the easy layup. Set taking the ball down for the Knights. Hands it off to Ermling. Shot at the top of the key. Couldn't get it to go, and that is going to be a rebound for South by Smith. Murphy with the ball. Passes it out. And that is going to go off of North. That is going to remain South's ball. Humphrey to inbound the ball. She's going to pass it over top to Murphy, looking for the pass. Gets it down low to Dallas, and that is going to be a foul on Teasley. Yes, Teasley. That is going to be North's 6th foul of this game.
A lot of Knights have been fouling a lot so far this game, and that's been kind of a weakness for the Knights so far this game, but they've still been showing off great defensive coverage, as we've been seeing.
And a very good shot by Murphy.
Not near as good of coverage there as the Bulldogs were able to make a 3, but now the Knights looking to get back on offense. And another strength the Knights, I feel they've have, is great ball handling skills and great communication, which they've shown all year. As, like I said, they're 3-1, and we have like Jada Teasley, Meg Brissett, Kate Hahn, Ella Pardo, and Hannah Ermling. And yeah, the Knights have a lot of great players on their teams. Even Isabel Diller, who is contact traced.
Alicia Hahn to take free throws. And she nails the first one. Couldn't get her second one to fall, and that's going to be another rebound by Dallas. Gets down to Dallas, and that is going to be a layup for South. South ahead 17-7 against Francis Howell North Knights. Ermling, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. Good trap by South. If South can continue to do that, I mean, this might continue to be a lopsided game.
That's true, but well, like I've been saying, the Knights, it's sort of been a rougher start for the Knights. But oh, and a great steal there from Brissett. It has sort of been a rough start for the Knights, but like I said, they are a great basketball team. They have a 3-1 record. They're first in their conference, and it's been somewhat of a rough start tonight. But the Knights could definitely come back. Like I said, they have a great defense, great players, great communication, and overall they're a great basketball team, and they've especially been doing great in their conference as their first place. And this has also been one of the Bulldogs' better games as they're 1-3. But have been playing well against Knights. But yeah, the Knights are gonna. Things I feel the Knights need to improve on would be their shooting, because they haven't been able to make quite as many baskets and haven't been able to make quite as many accurate passes to each other and stop as many shots. But
And the easy lay for Smith for South, and that is going to be a timeout for the North Knights.
30 seconds timeout.
19-7 for South, and I mean, at this point, like, Knights are going to have to come up with something good to be able to come back.
I agree. They've still got plenty of time with 4 minutes and 29 seconds left to go in the second period, and their biggest weakness, I feel, has just been getting the ball through the hoop. They haven't been quite able to make quite as many. They only have 7 points, so they haven't been able to score much, and their passing hasn't really been the best. But I feel they've been playing better defense than offense, but still could be better. And Knights just haven't quite found that spark yet. But once they do, I feel they'll definitely be able to stop a lot of shots and even score a lot of points and possibly tie the game up and win, or else at least make the game close.
For sure. And that is Brissett taking the ball down. And Dallas with the steal. Couldn't quite get it to Hahn there. Pass out to the wing. Couldn't quite get it for Hanti, but that is going to be another basket for the South Bulldogs. Screen by Ermling, and that is going to be on South by Humphrey. Great feed to Ermling, who gets the nice contested layup.
That was a great play from the Knights there, great communication and a great finish from Hannah Ermling, and the Knights are going to definitely need more of that if they want to stay in this game and make it closer and even pull off a victory.
Dallas top of the key, gets down low, and that is going to be a foul on Brissett.
So Smith, how do you feel this quarter or period has been different from first period?
Well, I think that compared to the fouls in the first quarter, I think it's starting to die down a little bit more. But, I mean, South has been able to make some great passes down low in the key and get some nice, easy layups against our North defense. So, I mean, honestly, I think South is really starting to pull away, but I think that Knights will be able to come back and just really work harder than they have this first half, and I think they'll come back better than ever.
I agree, and yeah, the Knights, like I said, they've been missing some key players due to contact tracing, but they have 5 players quarantined as of now. 2 of them are starters and great players as well, but they still do definitely have some strength on the team. They haven't been able to get the ball through the hoop much, but the Knights, they know how to play as a team. They know how to pass. They know how to communicate, and their biggest strength as an outfit this game, I feel, has been their coverage and defense. They haven't quite been able to stop as many shots, but they know how to. They haven't really let anyone make any breakaways aside from a couple of defensive miscues, but yeah, they know how to cover players.
And that's going to be a travel on South. Set to inbound the ball. And Teasley not paying attention. That is going to be a unfortunate turnover by the Knights.
Teasley just didn't quite notice Brissett was about to pass to her, but Knights just got to try and make steal.
Good steal by Teasley.
Great steal from Teasley as
could not quite get the layup to go. Lucy with the rebound, but she couldn't quite get it either. And Dallas waiting on the other end for the ball, gets it, and no foul called, but it's going to be North's ball.
That very close from the Knights. The Knights got lucky there, and that was a fantastic steal there from Teasley. Knights just weren't quite able to finish, and that Bulldogs player, she was wide open, but a great defensive catch up there from the Knights to prevent the Bulldogs from scoring. Something I'd also like to say about the Knights is they're a very fast team. As you see, we got Teasley there. Not quite able to finish, but the Knights, they have a lot of speed. I know Isabel Diller isn't here tonight, but she's definitely got a lot of speed, and she also has the height, whereas I'll admit the Knights, they don't have quite as many tall players on their team. And as of now, with all their players, with those players who are quarantined, they especially don't have as much height up there. Great shot there from Hahn, and she's definitely been a huge key player for the Knights, but the Knights definitely still know how to communicate and are very fast and great with the ball. Just a weakness has been their height and their shooting, but great play there from Kate Hahn, and they've definitely, throughout this game, they've definitely gotten better on defensively and offensively.
Good ball movement by South. Couldn't quite get it. And Knights pull up with the rebounds. Ermling getting the rebound there.
It's been a great game for Hannah Ermling, offensively and defensively.
On the wing. Looking for a reverse layup. It gets blocked. Going South direction.
With 1 minute and 38 seconds left to go in the game, Smith, what players do you feel have been the best on the Knights so far, and how do you feel the Knights have gotten better throughout the game and how the game has changed overall?
I think the Knights are starting to pick it up in these final couple minutes in the second period. I think Teasley and Ermling are definitely taking this game by charge. I think they're leading the team really, and I think that's overall really good for the Knights because it's going to improve the team's morale, and I think that it'll just help them score more.
I agree. They have definitely been huge key players for the Knights with speed and ball handling skills, communication. Yeah. Oh, and looks like we'll be having Kate Hahn up to shoot free throws.
Oh yeah, both teams are in bonus.
Huh?
Both teams are in bonus now.
Oh yes.
Hahn sinks the first free throw.
It's been a great game for Kate Hahn, her and Jada Teasley and Hannah Ermling. I feel they have been the three best players for the Knights so far in this game. And the best is yet to come.
She's going to sink her second. 13-21, Knights trailing with 1:30 left in the second quarter. Pass out to the wing to Dallas. Dallas with the three. Couldn't quite get it to go. Rebound by Teasley. Hahn taking the ball down the court. So, Kylan, how is this game compared to games that North has already played here?
Well, I remember not too long ago, I think it was last Friday, the Knights, they were playing Washington High School, and they started out with a big lead, and we just had a three from the Bulldogs there. But anyways, as I was saying, so last Friday the Knights, they were playing the Washington Blue Jays, and they had a big lead for a while, but the Blue Jays started catching up, and they were taking turns leading and being behind, but right at the end, Jada Teasley of the Knights, she was able to score a basket, and the Knights were able to win by one, and that was a huge and very super exciting victory for the Knights. And so 2 days ago, this was last Tuesday, the Knights, they were playing O'Fallon Christian High School, and they destroyed them as they won 65-13. This game hasn't been the same, but that energy and skill and fire the Knights had in that game against O'Fallon Christian, and even their game against Washington, they could use it. They could definitely use them tonight, and I can see it coming as the Knights. They've definitely gotten better throughout this game, especially with Jada Teasley, Hannah Ermling, and Kate Hahn, who I feel have been their three top players in this game. the Knights, they just got to start feeling that fire and that energy and that huge push to really decrease Fort Zumwalt South's lead and for them to come back and tie it up and possibly even take the lead and pull off a huge victory tonight.
Couldn't quite get the shot off in time, and it's not make it to the basket. That is going to end the first half. Knights trailing 13-24.
playing that song, I might say something like, "Good playing from the pep band." Talk about them being fun. Like, do you watch the NBA much?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we can talk about that a little bit since it's basketball.
Sure.
What's the like easiest year of high school? I think it all depends on your classes. I had the easiest classes on my first year, but it's kind of so sophomore and junior year was about the same. This year was the fun. Kind of thinking out of it as well. We could have talked about that for a while. I just feel let's start on academic stuff for a week. But it's going to be on this. It's one for a long time. But I think you know my brother.
So I guess that's like elementary, depending on what you went.
That was some great music there from the pep band, especially from the soloist there. That was great music. We definitely have ourselves a great pep band, and they've definitely been huge supporters of the basketball teams through all of our games. And for those of you who are just joining us, I'm Parker Killian, and I'm joined by my co-announcer Parker Smith. And we have the Francetown North Knights taking on the Fort Zumwalt South Bulldogs, and as the Knights are now down 13-24. Oh, I think we might do the basketball talk or something once. I think the basketball thing might be more in the quarter break.
All right. Second half begins. Humphrey taking the ball down. Passes to the wing to Murphy. Murphy taking it inside and almost gets the layup. Can't quite get it to go, and that is going to be North's ball. So, Kylan, coming out of the break, how do you think the Norths are going to, do you think they're going to change up their play style? What do you think they need to do to adapt to this trail, I guess?
Well, they definitely had a better second period than first period, and I definitely saw them improve on offense and defense and showing speed and making steals and defensive stops like we just saw there from Hannah Ermling. And speaking of Hannah Ermling, she's definitely been a huge key player for the Knights defensively and offensively. She's got a lot of touches on the ball, has been making a lot of passes, and has even been able to score baskets and play defense. And so has Kate Hahn there, who made the guard but wasn't quite able to get the rebound. And yeah, Hannah Ermling, Kate Hahn, and Jada Teasley, they've definitely been huge key players for the Knights. For Teasley, it's been her speed and her amazing ball handling skills. She's a point guard and a fantastic point guard as well. And now she has the ball, looking to take the ball up court, looking to make another huge play. And yeah, she's definitely made some great steals and shown some great speed and great dribbling and ball handling skills. She's a phenomenal point guard there, and for sure, yeah, she's had a great game. And Kay Hahn, she's definitely been great on offense and defense. And oh, that was Hannah Ermling there. Excuse me, that was Emma Oding on the basket.
And Knights now cut the lead down to 9 points.
That was Emma Oding's first basket of the game, and she's a huge key player for the Knights. She hasn't quite able to find that fire yet in tonight's game, but we'll definitely be seeing it from the Knights. We saw what happened. Well, the Bulldogs just got a three there, but we all saw what happened in the second quarter. The Knights started feeling that fire and energy, and
first quarter started off kind of slow, but Knights got together and they had not just their best players, but all of their players come together as a team and start making amazing plays like the one we just saw there from Jada Teasley with the bucket and the bruise.
Teasley, a great contested layup. Hopefully able to convert the and one to make this a 9-point game. And she gets it to fall. Humphrey taking the ball down. Great ball movement by South. Dallas could not quite get the layup to go.
We just saw that that layup and free throw from Jada Teasley. That was a 3-point play, and it's definitely been a great year for Jada Teasley as she's third on the Knights in points. She has, well, before this game she had 30 points, and she's definitely been scoring points tonight. And I'd say either she or Hannah Ermeling have been the best players of the Knights in tonight's game. And yeah, I'd say it was Teasley, because once she gets the ball, she's got the skills and she knows who to pass to, and she knows how to handle the ball and bring it up court and make big plays.
South doing a great job passing, but Knights, I mean, their defense, it's looking really good so far. Couldn't quite get the layup to go from Murphy. It's going to remain South's ball. Humphrey inbounding the ball. Pass out to Smith. Hits it over to Humphrey. Passes it out to the wing. Murphy driving inside. Great block by Hahn.
Great defense there from the Knights, but just weren't quite able to take the ball away. But that was a spectacular block from Kate Hahn, and it was almost stolen by the Knights, but now we have a foul. Even though we aren't too early in the third quarter, but this is definitely becoming an even better quarter from the Knights, even better than the second quarter.
Dallas missed the free throw. And, I mean, speaking of Dallas, like, absolute powerhouse this game. She's been getting almost all of South's rebounds and getting some really good layups. Like, what do you think is, like, the driving force behind South?
Well, South, yeah, this has definitely been one of Zumwalt South's better games, and they're playing the Knights, and they've definitely been playing defense. They haven't been letting the Knights score, and Knights haven't really been able to make too many steals against the Bulldogs, and they've also been making the rebounds, and now they're going to be going up to shoot free throws. And yeah, this has definitely been one of South's better games with how they've been able to keep the Knights from stealing and how they've also been getting that ball through the hoop. They especially did well in the first quarter, but the Knights, they've been feeling the energy and they haven't been able to score near as much or make near as many stops against the Knights. But yeah, and I think the Knights can catch up to the Bulldogs, and it should be a very close and very exciting ball game.
Amber set coming out for Alicia Hun. And Humphrey is going to sink her second free throw there. Armley taking the ball down. Drives in, and that is going to be a foul on Benskin. Each team with 2 fouls this quarter. Passes it out to Hahn. Gets it to Teasley. Teasley driving inside, and she's gonna get the ball. Great play.
That was like I said, Jada Teasley, once she gets the ball, she is a huge threat against the defense she's playing against. And we just saw that great shot from Teasley. Well, not Bulldogs score, but it's kind of like in the NBA, watching the NBA, seeing players like Chris Paul, John Wall, and Russell Westbrook, those really good point guards. That would definitely be Jada Teasley on the Knights.
Oh yeah. Hahn has the ball. Teasley passes to Hahn. Good defense by South. She's gonna break away from 2 of the Knights players. and almost gets the and one on that steal. Great defensive play by Smith. She's going to get 2 free throws at the line. Chance to make it a 14-point game for South. Sinks her first. Brissett coming back on the floor for Edding. Let's see if she can make a difference out there. She's going to sink both. That's going to make it a 14-point game with 3:48 left. Timeout for the Knights.
Full timeout.
So Smith, with this timeout, well, how do you feel this period has been different from both the first and second period for both teams, really? Like, how have they weakened and how have they strengthened? How has this been a different period?
I think definitely a lot more scoring. Looks like both teams are becoming more accurate. I think Knights are really starting to drive into the paint there and get some good layups. And I think on the defensive side, they're getting some good steals. And that was Zumwalt South. Like, just down here, she broke away from 2 of the Knights players and got an easy layup off of a great steal. So I think both teams are looking really good out of the break, and I think it's going to be a really close game.
I agree, and yeah, this game has definitely gotten more exciting as minutes have gone on. It's been getting more and more exciting. The game started out slow in the first period, but then as the first period was nearing an end, we started seeing the pace. Not as much from North, mainly from South, but second period definitely looked better for the Knights, but it also looked better for the Bulldogs. And yeah, Bulldogs have been keeping the lead pretty much the whole time, and this has definitely been one of the better games for the Bulldogs, as it's sort of been a rough start for the season and hasn't really been one of the Knights' best games, but this has definitely been the best period for the Knights. As great defense there from Becca Brissett. And a great steal from Jada Teasley, who Teasley's definitely had a fantastic game. As, like I said, she's a huge threat to the defenses once she gets the basketball. She's shorter than most of those girls, but there are a lot of really good short basketball players there, especially at the point guard. And we definitely seen it from Teasley with the amazing dribbling skills and shooting she has. She's a huge key player, and so has Hannah Ermling and Kate Hahn. And yeah, the Knights have definitely gotten better throughout this game.
Teasley holding on to the ball. Gets it out to Brissett. Ermling almost tripped over her own feet there. Way to keep the ball in there by Hahn. And that is going to be a blocking foul on Warnicki. Teasley's been doing a great job drawing fouls for her team. And it's led to some pretty good points for the Knights.
Yes, it has.
Good ball into Ermling. Almost gets the and one, but that is going to be 2 free throws at the line for North. And that is on Smith. Zumwalt South with 4 fouls now, and Knights only with 3. Let's hope Ermling can hit these shots. Unfortunately, misses her first. But she sinks her second. That's going to make it a 13-point game. Almost loses the ball. Gets the pass over to Murphy. Murphy holding on to the ball. Almost run into each other. Warnicki has the ball. Great ball handling skills there. Smith holding the ball. Good defense by North. Oh, wow. Great layup by Benskin. Great defense, too, but just couldn't stop her from scoring. Hunt out on the wing. Almost gets the 3 to fall, not quite. Dallas with yet again another rebound.
I know we've been saying this a lot throughout the game, but both teams have definitely developed a lot of speed and a lot of energy.
And that's another 3. I'm sorry to interrupt you. That was an amazing play.
Oh, you're all good, Smith, and yeah, I agree with you. And yeah, that was honestly perfect timing, and yeah, that was a great 3-point shot. we really haven't seen too many three-pointers throughout this game, but it's mainly just been two-pointers, but not too terribly much shooting throughout this game.
Way to draw the charge there from...
It's definitely gotten more and more and more physical as time has flown by.
Teasley taking the ball down. That was a great play by Ermling to put her body in front of her and get the charging foul. Teasley for three. Can't quite get it to go. Great rebound by Hahn. And she's going to get the back layup. Great play.
A spectacular play from Kay Hahn there. And yeah, of all the great players on the Knights, I would say that, well, the top three on the Knights would be Jada Teasley, Hannah Ermling, and then Kate Hahn. They've definitely been great players this game.
Teasley taking the ball down. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Zumwalt South is up 39-23 against the French South North Knights. Nearly a breakaway steal for Smith. She's had some really good defensive plays this game. That's going to be a timeout for Zumwalt South. So
It's been a very exciting third period, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. So Kylan, how do you think both teams are looking offensively and defensively this quarter?
Oh, they've both gotten better at both offense and defense, and it hasn't exactly been a huge offensive battle, but I wouldn't really consider it a low-scoring game. And I'd say there's been more defense than offense from both the Knights and the Bulldogs, and they've both played great defense and have especially improved a lot. And it's been a heck of a great basketball game, especially if you like defensive basketball. And we haven't really seen too many three-pointers, but we've definitely seen some layups and jump shots. I'd say it's mostly been a defensive battle, but I wouldn't really consider it a low-scoring basketball game. But overall, well, we've been saying this over and over again, but each quarter has gotten better. The first to second to third, the game has just gotten better and better and more exciting. And just think, to see what the fourth quarter will be like. We should have a heck of a great fourth quarter with both teams going back and forth. The Knights just looking to catch up and decrease that lead.
Way to drive inside, can't quite get the layup to go. And that's going to be Knights ball. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Oh no, remains Knights ball. Looks like the refs almost had to talk that one over there. 25 seconds left, 16-point game here. Great defensive play by South. I mean, their press is looking really good so far. They've gotten a couple steals off it, and it's turned into some easy points.
Absolutely. Even if the Knights lose, they've definitely learned some great things and have developed some great skills. And this has been a great season for the Knights. Great start as they're 3-1, and as of now, one of their best and maybe even their best player, Isabel Deller, who, as I've said, in the 4 years she's been on varsity, all 4 years, and I'm a senior and I've been able to watch her play all 4 years, and she is super great. Her sister used to play for the Knights, and she was great as well. And Isabel Deller, over the summer, she signed with Missouri State, and we'll definitely be seeing her show why she got that scholarship from Missouri State when she comes back. And as of now, the Knights, they had a rough first quarter and sort of a rough second quarter, but through this third quarter and even we're about to have the fourth quarter, they've definitely been showing this crowd and everyone watching our live stream why they're 3-1 and why they're first place in the GAC Central.
Dallas, good physical play, but could not quite come up with the rebound. Knights ball. 5 seconds left. Let's see if Knights can get past their half and hopefully score a late third quarter point. Teasley gets the ball. Pulls up. She got the shot off, but couldn't quite fall. And that's going to end the third quarter. How's school going for you, Kylan?
Huh?
How's school going for you?
Oh, it's been great. It's my senior year, and it's been challenging. I've had tests and been getting a lot of work. But it's been a fun senior year. It's been a little bit different from coronavirus. I think it's kind of crazy how we're not having finals this year. But in some classes, the non-AP classes definitely aren't doing finals, but the AP classes, I believe they're doing finals, but if it's going to lower your score, they wouldn't count it. But I'm looking forward to see how that'll go.
Yep.
How about you? You're a freshman, right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, everything I expected high school to be. I mean, other than the COVID-19, of course, but other than that, I feel like the North community is really great, and I love being surrounded by these people. Just really nice in general, and I don't know. I'm just happy to be here, honestly.
Yeah, me too. And this is a great school, and I'm glad I got to go here in my 4 years of high school. I had a lot of fun, met a lot of great teachers and a lot of great friends, got to do a lot of great things. It's been great, and we're even here together now announcing a super exciting basketball game, and like I said, it's been getting better and better, and here we are in the fourth quarter. It's going to be a great one.
Good steal by Dallas there. Good play by Ermling. Humphrey holding on to the ball, and that's going to be a jump ball. So, Kylan, a 17-point deficit can be difficult to come back from, but do you think the Knights have what it takes to come back in the 8 minutes that they have left?
Well, it'll definitely be close, and it's going to take a miracle, but miracles can happen. I remember back when I was in 8th grade, I think you would have been in 5th grade at the time. It was the Super Bowl. It was Super Bowl 51, I believe. The Patriots were playing the Falcons, and no one thought the Patriots would come back and beat the Falcons, but they did, and hey, who knows? Maybe the Knights can pull that off against the Bulldogs, and well, it's going to be
that was perfect timing.
I also remember one time when I was in 5th grade, I was watching the St. Louis Billikens basketball team. They were playing St. Bonaventure, or they were in March Madness, and they were down by a lot, but the Billikens came back and won, and that was super exciting.
Contested shot by Khan, just couldn't fall.
And, well, I am a Golden State Warriors fan, but the Cleveland Cavaliers, when they played the Golden State Warriors in the finals,
yeah,
they came back and did the moves.
Unforgettable.
But yeah, we'll see if the Knights can do the same this game.
Unfortunately, it's not looking too good now. They're going to have to shut down the scoring somehow from South.
It's been a great game for both teams, both the Knights and the Bulldogs. It's just been a better game for the Bulldogs, but let's see what the Knights can do. I have confidence in the Knights. They're 3-1, and they've shown why they're 3-1. Like I said, they're missing one of their top players, Isabel Deather, and they'd probably be having a better game. But that's why we still have a long way to go throughout the season. And once she comes back, and with the great roster the Knights already have, it's going to be a heck of a great season for the Knights. And they're in first place of their conference, and yeah, we're looking like a strong basketball team.
Good to hear. Teasley taking the ball down for North. 6:30 left in the fourth quarter. Knights are now trailing by 21 points. Hopefully a miracle can come up for the Knights. Teasley has the ball. Good defense by South. Knights can't seem to find a good pass. Ermling gets the ball. Looks for the deep three. Almost sinks it. Definitely accurate. And Dallas with yet again another board.
We haven't really seen too many three-pointers in this game. And
that's going to be a travel. Ermling inbounds to Teasley. Teasley showing great leadership, organizing the play calls, and just passing the ball around well. Unfortunately, it hasn't led to much scoring quite yet, but maybe they can make something out of it. And that's a timeout for North.
Timeout, Howell North.
Save them from a possible turnover there.
So with us being in the fourth quarter, Parker Smith, how do you feel this quarter has been different from all three of our previous quarters? How do you feel it's been different? Like, what's changed, good and bad, this quarter?
That's really hard to hear you over the band, but I'm guessing you talked about the 3 scorers, correct? Three top scorers. I mean, North could really use them to come through right now because, I mean, down 21 points, large deficit, especially with 5 minutes and 35 seconds left to go.
That's true, and yeah, we've seen throughout the game Jada Teasley and Hannah Ermling. It's definitely been a great game for them, and I'd say they've been the 2 best players for the Knights this game. We've especially seen Jada Teasley with all the great dribbling skills, the speed, and the ball handling, and even the shooting. I'd say she's been the best shooter for the Knights in this game, and she's been a great point guard. And we've had Hannah Ermling, who she's tall and she's one of the tallest girls on the team, and she's definitely used that height to her advantage with making the steals, playing the defense, and even doing the layups and making the close plays and all, which.
Yeah. Porter lost the ball there, but she managed to keep with it and kept it Knights' way. Contested 3, almost lands it. Porto, great effort. Couldn't quite get it to go for the rebound. Humphrey slowing the play down for the Bulldogs. Great move. Drives inside. Good block by Teasley.
That was, and not too many point guards to do quite as much blocking, but yeah, that was a great block from Teasley.
Yeah.
Not that that was anything against point guards. They're definitely super important. They just don't quite do as much of the blocking role out there in that, but that was great.
Looks like we got a 3-person sub in for the Knights. We have Teasley, Ermling, and Hahn coming out. And going in, it looks like we have Alicia Hahn, Brissett, and Jones. Yes. Great
That was
defense.
Lauren Jones with the rebounds. And that may have been Lauren Jones with the block earlier, or Jada Teasley wanted to. It was still a great block, and Knights looking to pick up the pace.
Porto couldn't quite hold on to the ball there. Seems there's a little frustration on the court. Hopefully the Knights can get over it and come together as a team here. 23-point deficit now. Right now, Knights just need to hold hope.
Yeah, the Bulldogs have the lead doubled. I'll be honest, it's been a rougher game for the Knights, but there's definitely a lot they can learn from them. They've definitely had some strengths. Something I feel the Knights need to improve on, and this hasn't really been a strength for the Bulldogs either. It's 3-point shooting. We haven't seen too many 3-pointers in this game, or we almost saw one there, but fantastic rebound from Lauren Jones and the pass to Brissett. Yeah, there's definitely been great rebounding and defense coverage and communication, and they're a fighting team. They don't give up. They persevere and keep on playing, keep on fighting, and they've had a great start to the season. This hasn't really been one of their better games, but the quarters have gotten better and better and better, and I don't know, which quarter would you say has been better, the third quarter or the fourth quarter?
Which quarters?
The third or fourth quarter.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I gotta go with the third quarter right now. I mean, a lot more scoring, first of all, because it's really just been South's fourth quarter here. Knights unable to score too many points. Obviously, let's hope so Porto can get some free throws in for the Knights. But third quarter, I mean, both teams scored a lot.
That's true, and haven't been too many shots successful in this fourth quarter. Yeah, I'd say the third quarter has easily been the best quarter as well. As I say, third time's a charm, and that's definitely how the third quarter was. But we still have 3 minutes and 17 seconds left to go, and it's going to take a lot for the Knights to try and come back and possibly tie the game up or pull up a victory, but we'll see what they can do. Anything is possible, and the Knights aren't really, I wouldn't say they're getting crushed. They've been in worse positions, and teams have been in even worse positions against them. And
Great movement by the Knights to get Brissett the easy layup.
fantastic layup and speed there from Peg Brissett. She had a lot of touches. She hasn't had near as many touches on the ball in this half, but she had a lot in the first half. Didn't play as much of a role in scoring baskets, but definitely on like inbounding, she did a lot of that and passing to other players. Yeah, she's played a lot of offense, just not as much of the scoring role, and also played a lot of defense.
2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the game. It is now 25-47 South. Petty looking to sink her second free throw. Couldn't quite get it to go. Good rebound by Hahn. Good sportsmanship there by Sarver. It's always good to see sportsmanship in these kind of games, especially high school. The last thing you want is a high-tension game with a bunch of fouls. So it's good to see some sportsmanship here and there.
Absolutely. And yeah, we have a lot of great girls in our program, and I don't know much about South, but they both seem to have great basketball programs. And yeah, like I said, the sportsmanship, that's definitely important, and it's been a very fierce game. The fourth quarter hasn't been near as fierce and competitive as the third quarter, but yeah, it's been a fierce basketball game between the two. A lot of back and forth, defense and offense, mostly defense, but yeah, the Knights both teams have kept their cool and have focused on themselves as teams trying to pull off the victory. Yeah.
Warnick is showing off her great ball handling skills. Good defense by Brissett, though. Way to get on the ground there by Brissett. Lacey Hahn leading the fast break for the Knights. Fortunately, almost got the ball stolen, but it's going to remain Knights ball. 20-point game now. Knights managed to reduce it by a couple points. Let's hope they can keep that run going. Pass over to Jones.
2 minutes and 6 seconds left, so it's going to take a lot for the Knights to try and come back.
Good block there by Petty. But it is going to be Knights ball, as South could not quite capitalize on that possession. That was a tongue twister, my bad.
Even though the fourth quarter hasn't been quite as fierce and exciting as the third quarter, it's this half overall. Well, if you want me to rank the quarters from worst to first throughout the game, I'd say I'd go from 1, 2, 4, and 3 in quarters of the excitement and this and
Shot there.
But yeah, the fourth quarter has definitely been exciting. Not like the third, but great shot there from Ella Pardo, and we haven't really shooting. That's been kind of a weakness for the Knights and for both teams, really.
Yes. Good ball movement by South. Warnick holding on to the ball. Good moves. But good defense by Brissett. Warnick holding on to the ball. 1 minute remaining in the game, folks. Elise Hahn with a great steal, leading the fast break. And that is going to be a foul on Warnick.
There has been stealing in this game, mostly from the Bulldogs, not as much from the Knights, but yeah, that's definitely been something that both teams have been pushing to work really hard to do.
Did not look like she was very happy with that blocking foul. Alicia could not quite get that free throw to go. And Warnicki with the ball. 40 seconds left. Knights trying to trap Warnicki. Passes it over to Hacker.
All game long, there's been great defensive coverage from the Knights. Aside from some miscues that happened early in the game, they have absolutely improved on defense and even their offense. Mainly defense.
Hacker looked pretty happy after dribbling in a circle right there.
Yeah. Knights down by 18 with 18 seconds left to go.
Set holding the ball. Tries to pass it down low to Hahn. And unfortunately, that is going to be a backcourt violation on the Knights. 7 seconds remaining in this game. South looking to put this game away. Warnicki holding on to the ball. And that is going to be the game.
And that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Well, Smith, what'd you think of that game? That was quite a game.
I think it was definitely an exciting one, even though, I mean, Zumwalt South, they won by 18 points, but, you know, there's only so much you can do against a great offense, but North held their own on their defensive side and offensive, and I think it was just really fun to watch.
I agree, and yeah, this wasn't really one of the Knights' better games. They definitely had better games. Like I said, 2 days ago, they destroyed Howell Christian High School 65-13. And yeah, the Knights, they are a great basketball team, and yeah, they're first in their conference. As now, they may have just been passed up by Fort Zumwalt East. It's a very close battle between Fort Zumwalt East and Francistown North, but I think the Knights, they'll definitely know what to improve on and do better at this game, and we've definitely seen great plays from players like Jada Teasley and Hannah Ermling, and even their backups like Ella Perdue, and like I said, Isabel Deller, she hasn't been able to play yet, but once she comes back, the Knights will really be rocking and rolling, and same with all their other contact trace players that have been really good. But I think the Knights know what they did good and bad this game and are looking forward to the future and winning and winning.
For sure. Thank you to everyone who tuned in to this live broadcast of the Zumwalt South Bulldogs facing the Francistown North Knights. Thank you from me and Kylan. You want to break us out?
Yes, so I hope you all enjoyed watching. I'm Parker Killian, and I was joined by my fellow announcer Parker Smith, and I hope you all enjoyed watching and listening.
Thank you, guys.